Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to our weekly mini message with Spirit. I'm Joy Giovanni, Joyful Medium. I help people step out of overwhelm and into love through mediumship as well as psychic work, readings, and teaching. I have some big announcements and a free live reading event next Sunday, which is March 5th. So I'm going to tell more about that at the end, but I want to give you your message for the week. So you guys know this coming week, we are stepping into March. Can you believe it? So what does Spirit want us to know as we close out February and head into March? We had this card a while back. This card is illusion. And if you look at the beautiful image in this picture, she's stepping out of this mirror, out of this glorious ball or event space looking background in this mirror and stepping into this cobblestone city street. Now everyone here is with jackets and dressed for outside, and she is in a ball gown. And the message says, illusion, embrace the truth. And as I was just signing on, I pulled the card right before I sign on for you guys. And I also pull the card for the Instagram, TikTok version. The information that was coming in for me from Spirit was just encouraging us. I've got some exciting podcasts coming up about this, but we are in a time energetically where truth is going to start coming to the light more and more. Illusions falling away or illusions being revealed. And this goes for each of us, first of all, as a collective, right? So it might be collective themes, perhaps in finance, perhaps in politics, perhaps in other areas that affect all of us, right? But we each have these individual lives, these individual collectives, communities that we're in. And so in your own life, in your own communities, I would expect just to be available this week to have more clear sight, more clear feelings, more clear knowing about what is truth and what is illusion. Now, this could be as internal as your own self-talk, right? If you're telling yourself, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough for this reading, this broadcast. Oh, I have this thing coming up, this event coming up that I'm nervous about, or oh, I've got this project at work and I don't know if I'm, good enough to be on this team, for example. Whatever it is for you, whatever you're self-talking or worried about in your own mind, so to speak, what of that is truth and what of it is illusion? So it's kind of looking at the duality, not necessarily only looking for illusions, but looking at, sometimes when the larger part of something is an illusion, right? It wouldn't be true that you're not good enough for that team or that to be on the team for that project. But it might be true that you feel like you need to really carve out some time and focus so you can put the energy that it needs to live up to the standard that they work on that team, right? So it could be some truth in there that your mind or the ego self is kind of running with and adding lots of illusion because of usually it's fear-based. But this can be lots of areas in our life. It can appear in our relationships. It can appear in interactions. It can appear when we are reading something, watching something, right? Even when we think about our own goals and dreams, what is truth and what is illusion? And like I said, lots and lots of illusions, starting probably within the next 2 weeks, and for the rest of the year are going to start falling away and coming to light. We're going to start seeing more clearly holes in people's stories, for example, or we're going to get more of a sensing or more of an awareness of when information's missing from a story someone's telling us, for example, or when it's not the whole truth, but maybe a partial truth. Because remember, this says, embrace the truth. And just a little side note on that, as you guys know, sometimes truth is hard to hear, hard to receive, hard to acknowledge. So it doesn't always mean easy, fluffy truth. Sometimes it's hard truth. Sometimes it's hard truth about ourselves. In that example about the work team, perhaps some of the hard truth in that situation someone would be looking at is, actually, I'm not giving my 100%. And so it's me holding myself back from being at the level to be considered for that team. I hope that makes sense the way I'm explaining it. You don't have to go into detail, but I'm so curious if your wheels are already starting to turn about some areas in your life where this might be feeling true already for you or resonating with you already. Hey, Joe, good to see you. Okay, I'm going to give you my big announcements. So next Sunday, March 5th, myself and friend of the Spirit Speakeasy podcast, Carolyn Wilkins, we are going to be live here, just like you see me now, through StreamYard, streaming live to my Facebook group, Joy's Soul Spa. Love you guys. And to my YouTube page and to this open Facebook page, which is my @JoyfulMedium, like my public Joy Giovanni Joyful Medium Facebook page. Wherever you're watching this right now is where we will be streaming it. We're going to pop on at 11 a.m. Pacific, which is 2 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. UK on Sunday, March 5th. And we're going to do free live mini readings. So we're going to kind of volley back and forth. All you'll need to do is put, your question in the comment on that day. You've got to be live. Don't send them ahead. We're not going to work that way. It's just going to be people who want mini readings that day on next Sunday, March 5th. Mark your calendars, 11 a.m. Pacific, which is 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UK. That's me and the lovely Carolyn Wilkins. And Carolyn and I are also doing what's called a public demonstration of mediumship, which means a live group reading. Some of you have been to my events before, or my events with Kelly, SoCal Medium. This is with Carolyn Wilkins. We are both mediums, and we're going to be giving evidence and details from loved ones in the spirit world. I'm going to drop the link on these posts if I can. If you have the link it in here. Look for other posts on my pages about it too. It's called Spring Forward with Spirit. That event is on Sunday, March 19th at the same time almost, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UK. That's a ticketed event. Big hugs, Julia. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So if you are one of the people that have been curious about when are we going to be doing more live mediumship readings, group mediumship readings, there is an awesome event coming up on March 19th, Spring Forward with Spirit, myself and Carolyn Wilkins. Look for the posts about that. And again, I'll come back and find these videos and drop the links. Sometimes these algorithms, if you're commenting, just drop your name because it only shows me Facebook user. So say, drop your name so I know who you are. Yeah, sometimes the algorithm, if I post a link, will not show this to as many of you. So if you are seeing this, make sure you're leaving me a comment, engaging with it so more people can see it if they want and get their weekly mini message. So free event, March 5th, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Group reading that you can buy tickets for, March 19th, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. That's right. There are a lot of other things coming up. And this Monday, the Spirit Speakeasy episode that is releasing is going to be how to get the most from your psychic or mediumship reading. And we are going to talk about not only what happens to loved ones who cross over with difficult passings, can they still communicate if they have passed via overdose or by completion of suicide, for example? Where do they go? What do you need to do to prepare for your reading? How do you get the energy set up correctly? Is there something you're supposed to do? Plus, we talk about the difference between psychic and mediumship and how that works. There's so much in this episode. It's a solo episode, so just a Spirit Speakeasy insider chat with just you and I. So that drops on Monday at, it's actually at 3 a.m. Pacific, 6 a.m. Eastern, and 11 a.m. UK, because I want everyone to be able to, some of us listen to it while we work out in the morning or while we get ready or while we drive. So don't miss that episode on Monday. Hey, Andre, good to see you. Mark, hiya, how's it going? Good to see you. And hello to all the ones who just say Facebook user. Lots of love. Again, let me know what area in your life you're starting to realize, some illusion and some truth, new truth, right? Embrace the truth. If you want the other half of this reading or a second part of it, right? This is a complete one in itself, but I also do a totally different version on Instagram, which is @JoyfulMedium, as well as the Tickety Talkety, which is @JoyfulMedium. Big hugs, lots of love. I hope I will see you at either the free mini reading live on Sunday, March 5th, or the group reading, the group mediumship reading on Sunday, March 19th. I'm so excited to start having some events and some times to be giving you guys messages. And so grateful that my friend and colleague Carolyn Wilkins is going to be on here doing it with me. Lots of love, big hugs. Bye for now.